So as we had a lot of choppiness out there today, guys, the markets were all over the place. Stocks were moving up. Some were moving down. We had Palantir go down 70 cents on the day. And today was a very rocky day for Palantir, if you ask me, guys, down over 4% on the day. So in this video, like we do all the time, guys, we're going to break down the charts on Palantir stock. We'll go over some key levels, what I'm looking to do, and maybe later in the video, we'll break down some other stocks if we have time. But before we actually do that, guys, don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video. Up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. All you guys have to do is go down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Simply open up your account, fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat, and fund your account at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys. If you fund your account at least $5,000, this is unbelievable. You also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which Tesla's in the mid 200s per share and Expedia's at $120. So if you want to take advantage of the best promo right now, use that link down below. And full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you all as always. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So like I said, the markets were kind of all over the place today. We had the Russell down. The NASDAQ went down as the Dow and the S&P pretty much broke even. And mind you, guys, the Dow went up about 2 points, which makes it its 10th straight day in the green. That is unbelievable. The Dow has been crushing it, but we'll save that for another time, for another video, thanks to really Johnson & Johnson and Goldman Sachs stock, which we're not going to talk about in this video because we're going to talk about Palantir stock today, guys. We have no time to talk about the Dow stocks in this video. So Palantir opened up at 1750. I mean, this stock tanked, guys. I'm talking about completely tanked from the open at 1750 down to the low of the day, which was $16. And a lot of this could be contributed to the overall NASDAQ dumping at open pretty aggressively. Triple Q went down from 380 roughly all the way to 375.80. That was a drop of around 1%. So that kind of spurred a lot of volatility, if I could talk today, guys. Let me see what the VIX was doing in the morning. Let's see. It actually dumped in the morning, funny enough. Either way, we had the S&P, Triple Q. Those ended up dumping, which led to the aggressive drop that we saw on Palantir, where it went from $17.50 down to $16 per share. That was a drop of around 9%. And clearly with that drop, we took the lows out from yesterday, which if I pull the chart up, the 5-day chart up, you can see that, yesterday we bottomed at about $17, a little bit under that. And today, again, we hit $16. We broke under that and we took it out by about $1. That's not the best sign. And we actually closed on a downswing as well. So not only did we take 17 out, we got to 16. It's not like we broke out, heading into close. We actually dumped heading into close. Let me show you this on the intraday. So again, 1750 down to 16. We saw a little bit of a rally midday, if you want to call it that. It ran up 50 to 60 cents, which was decent. I mean, that was a decent move. But then we went from 1675 down to 1640, which was a drop of around 2.5% heading into close, which you could argue is not the best sign here for the bulls in the very short term. And of course, guys, overall, the bulls are still in charge on the larger time frames. If I pull up the 10-day, 30-minute, maybe not so much on the 10-day, 30-minute. Now that I'm looking at it, we're slowly taking out the lows, or trying to at least, from the middle of July. And if that successfully breaks right around $16, $16.30, that'd be a spot where things could maybe start selling off a little bit more in the short term, which honestly might not be bad news if you want to pick up some shares in the short term. I'm not telling you to buy, of course, but that's kind of the way I'm looking at it here. So yeah, I mean, it's at a big spot right now. 16.50. We have to watch it there. Really, $16. That's the point where I'm going to set my alert at. Let me do that now. Mark is at or below $16. And if it breaks that point, I'm telling you guys, it could be going even lower. I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm just being real, right? And here on the 20-day chart, it's still arguably, the bulls are still arguably in control, which that's what I told you. I mean, in the short term, bears are kicking you know what. But overall, guys, if we draw this channel out, the bulls are still holding a big spot, which again comes back to rather $16, which, 16 is a big spot I just mentioned. That would also put us under the channel on the 1 hour chart if that were to break. That would not be good for the bulls at all. And if I pull up the 4 hour chart, let me show you guys this. We're still above the 180 moving average. We're slightly under the 50 moving average as of today's close, which again, we went down 70 cents, over 4% on the day, but we're still above the 180 SMA heading into earnings, which earnings are coming out on the 1st, or that's SoFi actually. Or actually, no, SoFi, I think they're the last day of July. Looks like Palantir is the 7th of August, so we still have a little bit of time, and this could be actually a good setup heading into earnings. Bear with me here, guys. So we ran to $19, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you that was overbought. We got a little bit ahead of ourselves in the short term. Now we're actually shaking out weak hands and selling a little bit leading into earnings. What if earnings completely exceed expectations? What if they knock it out of the park? Maybe guidance is super strong and we're in a position where we're oversold into earnings, let's say 15-20% down, which at this point we're not quite yet 20% down, but we were around 15% earlier today. That could be a scenario where we end up ripping after earnings. And of course, it's not guaranteed. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But this is actually a decent setup, in my opinion, heading into earnings, because you never really want the stock to be way overbought, because then any single day it could collapse right in front of you, right? We've seen that happen a lot where stocks just can't stop winning, and then all of a sudden certain stocks, I mean obviously the more volatile ones we're talking about here, then all of a sudden boom, they get hit 15-20% in a day, and it's like a freaking left hook for Mike Tyson, right? For me, I like it when we see the little healthy pullbacks, which is kind of what I think this is on Palantir. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and it's going to be interesting for these next couple of weeks leading into earnings. Make sure you guys subscribe. It's free. We're almost at 30,000 subs, and we're going to be covering Palantir more on this channel over the next couple of weeks. I mean, we cover it a lot already, and expect a lot more of that as, we're getting closer to earnings. So let me see what other stocks ended up doing pretty well today. Then we'll wrap up the video. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. As always, let me see here. It looks like, let's pull up some red stocks here. It looks like Bed Bath & Beyond, oh my goodness, went down 13.5% today. That got completely clobbered. Now it's holding above 30 cents by a thread. Maybe I'll do my own or its own video maybe in these next couple of days. But it looks like here we still have the ascending triangle on Bed Bath & Beyond, do we not? You guys probably see that right here. If I draw it out, that's pretty interesting. Let's see what other stocks ended up going down. It looks like Virgin Galactic went down a little bit on the day, and I got a comment recently that there's another flight that they've scheduled. Is that true? I have to look into that. Maybe I'll make a video on that as well over the weekend. We'll see. But right now they're pretty much holding this channel on the 4 hour chart, not really picking direction. We'll see what SPC ends up doing. Let me see what else here, guys. Roblox went down a little bit. Tesla went down as well, which I think Tesla is bound to rebound. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to rebound. Maybe a little bit next week. We'll see. And Roblox is another one that I'm looking at here on the dip, right around this trend line that I just drew out. It is down about $6 now from the recent high, about 12%. So let's see how that ends up playing out over the next couple of days. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video. I didn't want it to be too long. So yeah, let's wrap it up. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo, guys, up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. Just use that link down below, open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000 right off the bat, and fund your account at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys, fund your account at least $5,000. On top of those 15 stocks, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. So use that link down below. And of course, full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.